Hi everyone, my name is Everett, and I'm going to lay out what the Captains are all about and the mission of our organization, Captains for Clean Water. We're focusing on the water quality and protection of our ecosystems in southwest Florida, while also restoring the natural flow of Florida's waterways and the Everglades. To start us off, Emily's going to break down our project goals and objectives. Second, we're going to have Jake talk to us about the course objectives, themes, and our ideas that are scattered throughout the project. Lastly, James will be covering the perspectives of our project and what we learned and how to apply it going forward. James will also go deeper into the difference we made in our community. But first, I'd like to talk a little bit about how our local waterways became contaminated. Every year, millions of gallons of polluted water are dumped into Lake Okeechobee. Florida's rivers push their water east and west, causing it to be dumped into our backyard. In the early 1900s, the natural flow of the Everglades was altered. Instead of flowing south, like nature intended, water now flows sideways, east and west, destroying ecosystems that once thrived. Estuaries that were once protected are now overwhelmed, and our water quality is suffering. This isn't just an environmental issue. It's a health issue, a community issue, and a tourism issue. But we're not standing by. We've partnered with Captains for Clean Water, a movement fighting to restore the natural flow of the Everglades and bring life back to our waters. Through education, action, and advocacy, we're looking to protect our ecosystems. Southwest Florida deserves clean water. Together we can restore it. Join us to make a change.
The future, I hope, is promising. I think it is. We've had so much progress in the almost 10 years that we've been an organization now. In regards to LOSUM and helping with the releases, there's just been so much progress that's happened, and there's still a long way to go, but I'm extremely excited and hopeful for our future. And I think the most exciting thing is getting the younger generation involved. So opportunities for FGCU students to become interns or volunteers, that's a big impact on us because we're able to spread the word and get that word out there to the younger generation who can then kind of take over, if you will, and speak about it, spread it to the generation under them, and I think there'll be some positive traction if we can make that happen. So I want to thank all the volunteers and everyone who helped out these last couple months, and I look forward to seeing what you do in the future.
All right, thank you, Everett. Hi, I'm Emily, and I'll be explaining what exactly our group did for our organization and the Southwest Florida community. While working with Captains for Clean Water, we did 3 beach cleanups, 2 tabling events, and 1 waterway cleanup. At each tabling event, Captains for Clean Water had a sign-up sheet for those who were interested in receiving their weekly news emails. These emails inform followers about what's happening within the community, battles they're fighting, and current updates. At our beach cleanups, we collected many bags of trash. Most of the trash we collected was beer cans, chip bags, empty water bottles, hurricane debris, and construction litter. During our waterway cleanup, we kayaked around Wiggins Pass. We didn't find as much litter as we expected. We found some fishing line, an old milk crate, and a PVC chair with barnacles on it. When we realized we weren't finding much litter, we were initially disappointed, feeling like we weren't looking hard enough and that our efforts didn't matter, but we soon realized it's a good sign that we didn't find litter in this waterway. It means that the hard work that Captains for Clean Water has done is paying off and the state of our waterways is improving. In the beginning of our project, we hit a major roadblock. Our organization had too many employees working their events, so they realized they didn't need as much help educating and advocating as they thought. After finding this out, our project came to a sudden stop, and we needed to figure out a plan fast. We came up with the idea of doing beach and waterway cleanups for Captains for Clean Water, since they were so busy with attending their events. Diana loved this idea, allowing us to host cleanups and get involved with the community, getting us back on track.
Hello class, my name is Jake Mitchell. Now I'll be providing some insight into how our course objectives, themes, and ideas coincide with our service learning project. First, let's discuss the foundational elements of civic engagement that guided our work. The key elements we incorporated were advocacy, education, and direct service. Our group advocated for the restoration of the Everglades and therefore our water quality in intercoastal communities. We advocated for this cause by educating the public and engaging in civic discourse with them at various service learning events we attended. It is also important to note that our group actively participated in beach and waterway cleanups that furthers our initiatives of direct service. A few skills from our civic engagement course that were incorporated into our work were civic dialogue and problem solving. Many times at our tabling events, we were required to communicate with fellow members of our community and build positive relationships with them so we could generate positive outcomes for our cause. There were also moments in our project where we had to problem solve as a group. For example, we had to come up with creative ways in which all of our group members could receive full service hours, since the Captains for Clean Water organization did not have enough hours for everyone. I believe overcoming these challenges have strengthened our resolve as a group and led to more positive outcomes.
Hello class, my name is James Gruber, and I'll be sharing with you some of the perspectives we have gathered throughout the entirety of our service learning project. So as a group, we learned how to effectively communicate both with our community partner and those we engaged with at our education and advocacy levels. We also learned how to work cohesively as a group in order to accomplish our goals and effectively make an impact with our community partners. We learned that having a big group can be challenging, but by sticking together, we are able to overcome our obstacles. A few impacts from our service learning project included educating the public, creating civic dialogue with individuals, building relationships with them, and learning how to properly advocate for shared causes. Finally, our project works in tandem with the Captains for Clean Water organization, which is a well-known nonprofit. They are consistently involved in community outreach events and fundraisers in order to garner support, and they do so effectively. It goes without saying, but as a group, we have learned so much from Captains for Clean Water, and it was an absolute pleasure to work beside members such as Diana. Thank you so much for your time, and if you would like to explore more about the organization, please visit captainsforcleanwater.org.